Hello and welcome to day 9 of the 30 days of devotion with Pastor Alex. Let me ask you, what have you learned so far from these past 8 days? Have you been blessed? Let me know your highlights of the past few episodes. And hey, if you have any questions that is dear to your heart that you said, well, if you could address this question, this issue, I would be so glad. Let me know. Put it in the comment. I'm going to read a comment and I'll pick it up and talk about it. Now back to today's episode. What are you going to do when you find yourself praying about a matter and there seems to be no change? That may sound familiar to you. I'm sure you've been in that position before, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Faith in prayer. Faith in prayer. Many times, as humans, when we pray, we look forward to changes in the situations that we are praying about. It's very natural to all of us, simply because we believe that God, who we are praying to, is able to change things. And that's a good thing. That's the first thing I'm going to share with you, that you need to hold on to your faith in God. You've been praying about something, there seems to be no change in the circumstance or in the situation. What do? Hold on to your faith in God. Hold on to your faith in God. As long as you keep believing that God can change the situation, you are doing the right thing. It may not be the time that you wanted it to change, but as long as you can hold on to the fact that I still believe that God can do it, you're still doing the right thing. That's the first thing to do. The second thing is to keep praying. Keep praying. It doesn't sound like what you want to hear, but that's the truth. Keep praying. Think about it this way. Maybe you're Daniel and you're praying about a matter and you started praying from day one. You added fasting to it. You were praying. There was nothing changing. There was no indication that there's a change coming your way. But then you kept praying. And then on day 21, an angel shows up. And then the angel now begins to tell you all that has happened in the 21 days that you started praying. Then he will now tell you, do you know that from the first day that you prayed, an answer was released to you. But whilst I was coming to you, I had to confront so many things. I had to sort so many things. I had to align so many things before I get to you. I'm sure Daniel in the Bible would now make sense of how that every single day of his prayer was working towards the final day, which is day 21. And so you have to think about it this way, that every time that you pray, you're getting an inch closer to the answer. You're getting an inch closer to the change. The Bible said, if the clouds be full of rain, they empty themselves. And so what you need to do really is to hold on to your faith in God, believing that God would definitely answer. And being persistent. Faith is tenacious. Faith is persistent. Keeping on to pray. Keep praying, knowing that every ounce of prayer, every voice, every note, every sofa in your voice that goes towards the matter you are praying about, it is moving it an inch closer to the solution. That makes a world of difference. And the third thing is that maybe I need to refer you to yesterday's video, that be open to the way that God would answer the prayers. Maybe you are fixated on one way. You're just fixated on a particular way that you think that God should answer your prayer, and you're not looking on the other side. And so you have to be open to receive guidance from the Lord, open to acknowledge or to observe the things that God would use as a means to answer your prayers. I want to believe this has helped, and definitely I want to see and hear your testimonies that your prayer has been working and you're receiving answers to the prayers. The Lord bless you until we meet again.